Yo, 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 JR, who is back with some more knowledge for that noggin? Today I wanted to talk about um, doing business with friends, doing business with family. You know, how that is a recipe for disaster because it never goes the way that you think it's going to go. You think you're going to start a business, you and your friend are going to come together. You're going to start a business, y'all going to be on the same page, y'all going to be vibing, coming up with all these ideas, getting excited, working long hours every day. And then what happens? Everything starts going to shit. Everything starts going to shit, man. You know why that shit goes to shit? Because it's really hard to find somebody that you can connect with that actually have the same mindset as you. There's not everybody thinks like you. Not everybody has the same drive as you. Not everybody works as hard as you. Not everybody, is dedicated to certain things. So when you start that new business in the beginning, it's always exciting. It's one of the most exciting things you can do. You and your best friend is starting a business, and you have these dreams of making millions and millions and millions of dollars. When everything comes down to a screeching halt, you quickly see who your friend is. You quickly see how they are not on the same mindset of you. You know, even not even starting a business with somebody, even just kind of like me, I own barbershops. So even starting a business and giving people who are so called your friends the opportunity to work in your business, that doesn't even work out right. Because again, it's the mindset. They have a totally different mindset as you. They don't see the things that, the way you see it. And you're always gonna be bumping heads because of that. Always. You know, one has this idea, the other has that idea. You can never come to the, happy medium. So, and then when it comes to hiring friends and family, man, they think they the exception to the rule. They think they don't have to run on one accord. They don't have to have no structure. They could do as they please just because you're their friend or family member. That shit is a recipe for disaster. I've seen it over and over again. You have these people. That's why I'm not gonna say it can't happen because obviously there's things that happen between friends and they do start business and become very successful. That's because that mindset they had, it just fit like a glove. So when they built something, they had the same mentality. They put the same hours in. They put the same drive. They put the same dedication to it. That's hard to find. But when you find somebody with that same frequency, that same drive, that it's bound to be successful. Your business is going to be successful and you're going to make millions and millions of dollars. But that's hard to find, man. You can't find that. But when it happens, more power to them. Happens. So, what I recommend, which most people don't do, is get that paperwork right. Get that paperwork. So, get a contract together. Put a contract together, you know, put what percentage they get, what their duties are, put everything in that contract in detail. Because if you don't have it and you do it the ghetto way with just a handshake and my word, them fools will back out. You're gonna be stuck. You're gonna put your money up. You're gonna trust this friend. You're gonna put your money up. He come with the ideas. You're gonna do all that. You're gonna put your money up. You're gonna put your hard work in. You're gonna do all this and then that. And then when it go bad, guess what? He backing out. He's out of here. When it's not going the way he think it's supposed to go, if he ain't making the money that he think he's supposed to get, he not agreeing with your ideas. Guess what he gonna do? He back out of. He didn't put no equity into it. It was my idea. I came with it. You put up the 100,000 and you had me do my part in this and that, but I don't have nothing to do with it. I'm backing out. I'm out of here. You on your own. No, man, it don't work like that. That's why as friends, we can't do that friends and family shit. We gotta keep it strictly business. Get the paperwork right. Get the percentages right. Make sure the biggest thing is what I recommend is when you start something with somebody, make sure they have the same amount of equity that you have put into it because they're gonna have to put in the same type of work because if they have to fear something to lose too. Don't just come in like no, I got the idea. I'm the brand. No, 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 that's not gonna work. You have to have something to lose too. If I put 50K down, you're gonna have to put 50K down. We're gonna both lose 50K. I'm not about to be the only one losing on this. We both gonna lose 50K. So you gotta make sure they have some equity and something to lose too. They can't just come in just with ideas. Nah, that's not the way it works. So that's my little two cents. And then when it comes to like having them as your business, like working for you, that's another slippery slope. That's something that you need to stay. You got to have contracts again. If you're working with me, this is what I expect out of you, and this is a business. And if you don't hit these marks, 1, 2, and 3, then you can't work in my establishment. Period. Don't make the mistake of friendships, man. I've did that before. And people always take advantage of me. Always have took advantage of me. Always had, and I helped them out. I helped them when they was in hard times. I helped them, and they still talk shit about me. So what was the point in trying to help them and give them a little leeway because they your friends? And at the end of the day, when things go sour, they still gonna talk shit about you. It happens all the time. I've had help people get down payments on their homes, money out of my pocket to get down payments on their homes, get they situation, whatever financial situation they was in, money out of my pocket to help them out to get on their feet because I have a heart. I felt like I was good and I wanted them to get good, so I was willing to take a little loss here and had the money out of my pocket to help them out, and then they still talk bad about me and they still didn't appreciate it. They still did their thing and they still, didn't help with the business. And they is part of the reason why the business was failing because they wanted to do things the way they wanted to do. And then they had their little ego or they was very standoffish or whatever it was that they, even though I helped them out, they felt like, I don't know, they just felt like I was always against them, like I'm not on their side or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what's in their mind. I just couldn't figure it out because I was always one to help and understand and try to, get people on their feet and things like that. But they always just had they chest poked out and they was standoffish. Like I don't know what it is. Only thing I think of is this mindset thing. So you got to be careful of that, man. You can have a good heart, you can help people out, get on their feet, but as soon as something don't go right, they gonna blame you, talk shit about you behind your back. You ain't shit. They gonna tell the world that you ain't shit. And when you actually, you just gotta keep your head high and just know who you are as a person and what you did for that person. And more than 9 times out of 10, you did out of the kindness of your heart. So no one even knew what you did. So you know, you don't have to really dwell on that. Just know that you did it out of the kindness of your heart. You try to help them out, and they went against you and fought against you and pushed back on everything. And, it's messed up, but at the end of the day, you know what you had in your heart and what your intentions was, and you had good intentions, and they fucked that relationship up. I had good intentions to help you out, but you fucked up that relationship. So you burn that bridge, it's over. And I've helped out so many people when they couldn't come up with, they part of the rent or whatever, and I helped them out. And at the end of the day, they did me dirty, they did me wrong, they left. I was stuck with having to figure it out because they took advantage of me And it's a learning lesson. I'm not mad at him. It's cool because out of the kindness of my heart, I did those things. Not, I didn't want nothing back, but because you screwed me, guess what? I'm always gonna do better just because karma. There's good karma and bad karma, so I'm always gonna be on top because I give out good karma. I help people out. I do it out of the kindness of my heart. I don't ask for nothing back. I just do it because I felt like we was cool. We had a cool connection, so I do what I can for you. And you screw me, guess what? I'm always you know why you guys and you guys probably know who I'm talking to. You know why you guys are always struggling and doing bad and can't get right? I call y'all can't get rights. You know why you can't get right? It's because karma's kicking you in the ass. When me, you gonna keep on watching me elevate over and over again. You think that little punk ass $2,000 was gonna set me back? No, that was a $2,000 learning learning lesson. So it was 2,000, 100, 500, whatever. It's the principle. But whatever it was, it's a learning lesson. When I help you out of the kindness of my heart and try to get you back on your feet and you screw me over and you think you doing me dirty and I'm watching you and you doing bad, you struggling and you can't elevate. You know why you can't elevate? Because it's karma. It's bad karma hitting you and you're never gonna elevate. Not with somebody, not when it compare you to me, you're never gonna elevate over me because I got the good karma that's hitting me. I do good by I do good by the people and I do good by me, you know what I mean? By me. So the bad karma is hitting you and you can't seem to elevate and the good karma is hitting me. Yeah, you probably see I have a little setbacks. Well, my comebacks are always great. So I'm gonna come back. That's why you see me. And then the crazy thing is with the social media that you screwed me, you took advantage of me, you try to do your own thing, and things are never gonna work out. You're gonna still be struggling. And with this social media, you're gonna see me out there still elevating, doing my thing, taking care of my family, and just constantly elevating, driving nice cars, living in nice houses, while you over there struggling, trying to figure it out. See, I could have been your ally, but because you burned that bridge, there's no coming back. There's no coming back from that. When you burn a bridge with me, it's over with. So I'm gonna keep on elevating, and you're gonna keep on being mad because I see you watching the stories. I see you doing all that. So you're gonna keep on seeing me elevated, and you're gonna keep on wondering why me, why me. I could have been your ally. I could have helped you out, but yeah, you screwed me. So I don't know. I might still help you guys out. I might not, depending on what I can get out of it, because I'm not falling for this bullshit again. So I'm gonna keep on being a good person. So you never know. I don't hold grudges, and I'm gonna keep on doing right. I'm gonna keep on showing empathy. I'm gonna keep on doing what I've been doing, but I'm just gonna be a little smarter than that because you can't keep on taking losses for somebody that don't really appreciate it. So you keep on doing what you're doing, and I'm gonna give you a piece of advice. The reason why you're not elevating is because karma is hitting you bad, and it's gonna keep on hitting you until you start doing right by people and by the people around you. Because taking advantage of people, that ain't it. It's eventually gonna come full circle, and you're gonna need that person, and you're gonna be like, damn, I can't even go back. And he's over there shining, taking care of his family, doing his thing, and I'm still in the same position that I've been in for the last couple of years, and I'm actually probably doing worse. So if you think you hurting me, you're never gonna hurt me because I'm always gonna fall on my feet, and I'm always gonna elevate because I always do right by people, and I always help when I can. So that's just a piece of advice. Just do right, man. Do right by people. Do your thing, and you'll get that good karma. But if you don't, that bad karma is gonna keep on hitting you, and you're just gonna keep on watching me elevate. It's gonna keep on making you upset, and you're just gonna keep on crying and saying, "Why not me? Why I can't drive that car, man? Why I can't, man? Why? Why?" But anyways, man, that's me. giving you guys a little bit of, game of my experience and all that, and a little bit of, venting. But it is what it is. Hopefully, you learn from what I tell you, and you don't have to go through what I went through, because I showed you how it can go wrong, and you learn. So, if you guys been through it, or see what I'm talking about, or whatever, and have examples of what you guys have been through, go ahead and go leave a comment. Let me know what you guys have been through, and let's get through it together, because just keep on doing good. You're going to elevate. Your karma's going to get you the good karma, and you're going to keep on making money and keep on getting motivated. Get motivated to get money. That's it. That's all. All right. Peace.